Hi, I'm Suzanne, a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Canada. Welcome to my weekly Monday Makes video on my blog and YouTube channel. The card designs I share today are simple, fun, and easy to recreate. I also sell the products I feature in this video. I hope you enjoy my free video tutorial and would love to see you shop with me. For today's card, I'm featuring a stamp set called Friend Like You. You will find it on page 124 of the annual catalog. I'm going to demonstrate how to make 4 cards out of one sheet of paper. So this is Whisper White regular stamping weight paper. It is a full sheet, letter size, and I have my Simply Chamois off to the right, and I have 4 different greens of inks that are listed above, and I am stamping the same image in each of those inks, and then I'm going to come in with a different stamp, a grassy kind of a stamp, and with all of these images, at some point I stamp off, do a generational stamp to fill in the gaps. And sometimes I leave a little bit of white space. You don't want to overcrowd either. I do want to get this particular image in at least with the 4 different colors. And I'm varying them, and I know that I'm going to trim off a little bit off the edge. So if I'm not getting right to the edge, that's fine. Varying the height is sometimes nice too. And so I've just covered the top and bottom of the stalks of these. In Canada, well, in my area in Canada, we call them cattails. I think they're called reeds in other places as well. And they come in sort of a browny, yellowy, reddy color. And so that's the colors that I've chosen to work with. 4 different colors. I didn't want to go too bright for these colors, but I bet you they would look fantastic pink or whatever color you choose. The So Saffron is one of my favorite yellows, and it was perfect to do these little grassy bits too. And I wasn't 100% sure if these bits and pieces go with the grassy parts, but it seemed to me that if I stamped once one way and twisted it around and did another, that it actually worked out perfectly. So here I'm just filling the gaps. I stamp once on my reeds or cattails or grasses or whatever you want to call them, and I flip the stamp around and stamp yet another time. So someone in the YouTube comments had asked me to share with them the cutting process. I'm not exactly sure why, but here it is. I have cut my paper down to, I believe it's 4 inches, cutting off the bottom. So I sliced up the middle at 4 1/4. And then I'm just slicing off the end like I said I was going to. And then at 5 1/4 width-wise, I'm trimming it down. So, and then I just sort of choose where I want to cut. Like on this particular part, I thought I would cut more of that Mary Merlot off for composition-wise. Now I brought out my Stamparatus, and of course you don't have to use a Stamparatus. You can always use an acrylic block. I just felt like it was, if I'm doing 4 cards at once, to me that's mass production. So I bring out, for mass production or pretty much for anything that I want to restamp, I think that the Stamparatus is a good investment, and I think everybody should own one. Hey, I know a Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator that would love to sell you one. So I put my paper in there and stamped all of them the same. So I did measure out and make sure that the sentiment was going to look good on all of them. And you might think that it's kind of too far the right, but I actually did that on purpose, because I'll come in with my favorite stamp in the whole set in just a minute. So this is Pacific Point, which is a very pretty bright blue. Actually, my car is exactly this color. It's a little Ford Fiesta, and actually in Ford language, they call this color candy blue. So maybe, I always thought maybe it was like the same color of a Jolly Rancher. Anyway, moving on, I'm putting it to a crumb cake base. I haven't used crumb cake in a while. So I love all my neutrals for my bases. And when you're using a colored cardstock, make sure to put in a little white insert. So I come in with my Pacific Point and I'm stamping this dragonfly. And there you go. They are kind of the same, but kind of different. And I have made 4 cards in no time at all. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. On screen are 2 more videos for inspiration. Click on the maple leaf for my blog, or click on me to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching.